The Battle of Marathon, fought in 490 BC, is one of the most pivotal moments in history. Against overwhelming odds, the Greek army, led mainly by Athenians, managed to defeat a far larger Persian force. This battle not only saved Athens from destruction, but also safeguarded the future of Greek democracy. Had the Persians won, the course of Western civilization might have been entirely different, with Greece, along with its burgeoning democratic ideals, subsumed into the Persian Empire. How did a relatively small force of roughly 10,000 Greeks manage to overcome an army of 25,000 to 30,000 Persians? Let's explore the factors that led to this remarkable victory. Before we get started, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the greatest battles in history. Let us know in the comments. Do you think democracy would have survived if the Persians had won? The Persian invasion of Greece was a direct response to the Ionian Revolt. In 499 BC, Greek city-states in Asia Minor, which were under Persian control, rebelled against the empire with the support of Athens. Although the revolt was eventually crushed, the Persian king, Darius I, never forgot Athens' involvement. He vowed to punish the city for its defiance and to bring Greece under Persian control. By 490 BC, Darius launched a military campaign to subdue Athens and expand Persian influence in Europe. The Persian forces landed at the plains of Marathon, a strategic point just 26 miles from Athens, setting the stage for one of the most important battles in ancient history. The size disparity between the two armies was immense. The Persian army, consisting of infantry, archers, and cavalry, was estimated to be between 25,000 to 30,000 strong. By contrast, the Greek forces, primarily made up of Athenian hoplites, heavily armored infantry, numbered around 10,000. They were joined by a small contingent of soldiers from the nearby city-state of Plataea. But even with reinforcements, they were still drastically outnumbered. Despite the odds, the Greeks were determined to defend their city. The question was, how could such a small army hope to defeat the might of Persia? Chapter 4. The Greek Strategy, a tactical masterpiece. The key to the Greek victory at Marathon was their brilliant strategy, developed by the Athenian general Miltiades. Knowing they were outnumbered, Miltiades devised a plan that took advantage of the Persians' overconfidence. He positioned his forces in a phalanx formation, but rather than keeping the typical strong center, he deliberately weakened the middle of the formation and reinforced the flanks. As the battle began, the Persians charged at the Greeks, believing that they could break through the center and easily crush the smaller Greek army. However, once the Persian forces advanced into the weakened center, the Greek flanks swung inward, trapping the Persians in a pincer movement. This encirclement caught the Persian forces off guard and created chaos among their ranks. The lightly armored Persians, unaccustomed to facing the heavily armed and disciplined Greek hoplites, were quickly overwhelmed. The tactical genius of Miltiades' plan allowed the Greeks to neutralize the Persians' numerical advantage and win a decisive victory. Chapter 5. The Fighting Spirit of the Greeks. Beyond their military strategy, the Greek victory was also fueled by their fighting spirit. The Greek hoplites were not just defending their land, they were fighting for their way of life. Athens was the cradle of early democracy, and its soldiers knew that defeat would mean the end of their city's freedom and the imposition of foreign rule. The Persians, on the other hand, were fighting far from home and lacked the same personal motivation. The Greek soldiers, defending their families, homes, and democratic ideals, had a psychological edge over the Persian army, which was made up of soldiers from across the vast Persian Empire, some of whom may have lacked loyalty or enthusiasm for the cause. This fierce determination helped the Greeks to hold their ground and push back the invading forces, ultimately securing a remarkable victory against one of the most powerful empires of the time. Chapter 6. The Aftermath and the Legacy of Marathon. The aftermath of the Battle of Marathon had long-lasting consequences. The Persians, shocked by their defeat, withdrew from Greece for the time being, and Athens emerged as a symbol of resistance and triumph. The battle also demonstrated the effectiveness of Greek hoplite warfare and boosted the confidence of the fledgling Athenian democracy. The victory at Marathon had a profound psychological impact on the Greek world. It proved that the mighty Persian Empire could be defeated and it inspired future generations to stand up against tyranny and oppression. The battle also set the stage for the eventual conflicts between Greece and Persia, culminating in the famous Persian Wars that followed. Perhaps most significantly, the victory at Marathon preserved the early democratic institutions of Athens, allowing them to develop and influence future civilizations. Had the Greeks been defeated, the concept of democracy might have been extinguished, altering the course of Western history. Conclusion: why the Battle of Marathon still matters. The Battle of Marathon wasn't just a military victory, it was a turning point for Western civilization. The bravery, tactics, and determination of the Greek forces secured their freedom and preserved the ideals of democracy that we still hold dear today. The fact that a small, outnumbered army could stand against a vast empire reminds us of the power of strategy, unity, and the will to defend what's most important. Now it's your turn. Do you think the Greeks could have achieved the same outcome without their brilliant tactics at Marathon? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more historical battles and epic stories from the past.